Thanks for watching the latest Locker Room Access. Today's game was at Purdue University. Purdue Boilermakers between Illinois University. After the game, Coach Brohm talked about David Blau's unfortunate injury. Also some great stuff about the defense really stepping up and being a big key part of this win. Also, I got Bentley and Jacob Thieneman talking about the defense being the real good anchor for this Purdue win today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.
Why is Bentley such a disruptive player on defense?
Well, he's one guy. When I got here, he looks the part. He definitely has great instincts. He plays downhill. Really, I know I've said it before, but in the off season, spring, summer, and fall, he worked extremely hard. He's in great physical shape. He ran hard. He's faster than people think, and he's around 260 pounds at a middle linebacker that has a ton of experience. So he's a guy that, you know, for us, I've kind of been around as a player and coach, you got to make sure you get certain guys to the game. He was a little nicked up this week. He didn't practice much. But with guys that have his experience, we made sure just to get him a little work at the end of the week so that come game day he was healthy and ready to go. And we're probably going to have to manage him and maybe a few others as we go throughout. And he handled it very well. He stepped in and made plays. And when he's in there, he makes a difference for us.
The defensive performance today, and maybe especially in the second half, I think you guys held them to under 100 yards for that second half, and really kind of put your foot on the throat, I guess, for the win in the second half.
Yeah, I feel like the defense, we did a very good job. Of course, it wasn't perfect. Got some things to clean up, but it's definitely good to make corrections after a win. Pretty much in the first half of all our games, we've pretty much been doing a good job. The second half, we have to learn how to finish games, and that's been our focus for the past few weeks. So seeing us come out and do that against, I believe, a very good football team, I feel like they're underrated a little bit, and I feel good about that.
How was today different than the second half?
I would say guys a lot more focused. I like sometimes things don't go. The ball may not bounce your way, but guys stay focused. I would say for most of the year, I wouldn't say we lost focus. I would just say when you got the opportunity to make a play, you have to make them. We got to make our makeable plays. That's what Coach Holtz likes to say. In this game, it definitely came out. Jake's interception definitely turned the tide, so to speak, even though we were already here.
You mentioned the interception being a chilling point. But what about that kickoff fumble recovery when you guys were pinned deep and it could have been really bad for the team? You guys had a big stand there.
Yeah, definitely. I would say all year, like our red zone defense has been one of our strong suits. That kind of bend don't break defense. The closer the team gets to the end zone, it actually gets harder for them because guys are a lot more tighter. We're closer to the line of scrimmage. We have an aggressive style, so you may be on the 20 one play and on the 30 the next play. So I would say our aggressive mindset definitely helps us out in those situations.
Thank you.
You putting together the type of season that you personally wanted for yourself, and you know that obviously has affected how you guys play as a defense?
I would say, of course, I'm my own worst critic. I'm always yelling and screaming at the guys out there. I would say my role, I kind of diminish my role in a way because I feel like I'm just one piece to the puzzle. I'm just one piece. I make all the plays I'm supposed to make. I'm got to be in the right position. Sometimes you got to go out of your way to make plays, but those usually are the big plays. So I would say I'm just a small piece to the puzzle, just doing my thing.
This was a day though where you were disruptive and it was early. I mean, you were in the backfield a lot from the beginning of this game. Was that just something in the matchup today? Was it something that you felt today?
I would say it was just a feel thing. We like, as a backers, we like to make it our business to make plays fast. Like our goal was to definitely come out fast, and the plays were set up for us to just shoot, just constantly get TFLs. If you could get a TFL, get it. If they might get a 1 yard gain, okay, try to turn it into a no yard gain. Things like that. Just try to minimize their, make it a problem for them offense.
How satisfying has it been to be part of a defense that is the reason this team is winning games this year in a lot of weeks?
It definitely means a lot. We take pride in it. We take pride in our defense. We constantly try to find a way to get better. We don't listen too much to being patted on the butt or nothing like that. We just know we move on to the next game. So this game's over with, we on to the next one. We try to figure out how we can win our battles in the next one. So that's pretty much our mindset and our mantra during the season.
Really from the start of this game. Just what did you see from him in terms of his performance today?
He's always a dominant force, you know, just kind of like a man-child out there, extremely physical, extremely dominant. You know, seeing every game, you see this game, so it wasn't really surprising to see that he was making those plays.
Did you assume he was going to play this week, even though he wasn't really able to practice that much?
I mean, Juwan's a fighter. You know, he's got that dog in him, so I knew he was going to do whatever it took to get on the field this week.
What did you see on the interception?
I saw the out route by the tight end, so you know, something in front of you, something behind you. So I started to sink. I saw the quarterback's eyes looking deep. He threw the sail route, so I just broke on it, made the play, caught the ball.
You know, last week you guys were in a situation where you were up by 2 scores, weren't able to close it out. How was this different, you think, this week?
You know, Coach Brohm preached all week was just find a way to win. So that was really what we did. We found a way. Defensively, we started executing. We had some misfires in the first half. It wasn't that they came out and showed us anything different. We just weren't executing on our part. So we fixed that at halftime. Came out fire in the second half. Offense was putting up scores, and defense was shutting them down. So it was just whole team kind of gelling, using momentum in our direction and just finishing the game out.
You mentioned those tweaks at halftime, but when there was that fumble kickoff return by Jackson, how big was that? I don't know if it's a goal line, but that red zone stand by you guys.
Oh, that was huge. Any sudden change situation for the other team is big momentum swing in their direction. So defense, we practice that all the time. So we had to go out and knew we had to get a stop. Knocking them back, knocking them out of field goal range was huge. Keeping them from getting a score. So we got the ball back for our offense. That took momentum back in our direction. I think that was a big turning point for the game.
Having a guy of Juwan's presence anywhere on the team would seem important, but when he's actually out on the field, how is that different? How is that better for the team when he can actually be out there playing? Because he's obviously, there's been stages in his career where that he hasn't been able to be out there.
I mean, he's not only a huge physical presence, but he's leader of our defense, 3-year captain, extremely vocal. He's out there making the calls. I'm out there with him making the calls. So missing him, we're missing that physical force in the middle that he can even play sideline to sideline, and then we're missing one of the leaders of our defense, one of our captains. So
what do you learn about being a football player from him?
From him, I mean, he's an extremely vocal leader. That's definitely something I can pick up on from him. And he's just a dominant force in the game. He knows football. He knows how to play the game well. So that's I'm trying to pick up from him how to be a physically dominant player and how to be a vocal leader.
I think our guys have fought hard all year for the most part, and I think they've hung in there, and the last 3 weeks have been tough. But with that said, we've had a good attitude. They've practiced well. Every game we've come into, we've thought we were prepared fairly well, and they've handled the losses. And I think in order to become a good football team, sometimes you get more out of the losses than you do the wins, and it causes you to buckle down as coaches, as players, and figure out what you do well, what maybe you don't. Let's try to get better at that, but also concentrate on doing the things we do well. Our guys understand. We talked about it last night and even today and throughout the week. Our backs are against the wall, and sometimes when that happens, you fight your way out of it. And right now we're able to fight our way to a win here at home. And as we get going, the schedule gets tougher, and we'll have some great battles. But our backs are against the wall, and you got to come out swinging and fighting. I think our guys, like football and they like competing, and we just got to, try to win the next one. Actually, when I went out there for having a severe injury, he was very under control, very calm, and we had our trainers and doctors out there, and they were helping him. And I think they may have had to put something back into place, and I know I wouldn't have been that calm. And it kind of just displays his belief in the man upstairs and in certain things and values that he holds high. And then, like I said, when I'm asking how he's doing and to hang in there, he's just extremely calm, under control, and he just wanted us to go win the game. And he said, go win it now. And really, the composure he showed is second to none. I was not expecting to see him that under control, and I think, like I said, I think because he's such a great young man, he handled that as good as anyone could.